welcome back to another episode of the English Prescription. Tonight, here with my buddy, that's the co-host, my friend, Mr. Shane Jones.
What's up, everybody?
So, prayers are with John to get well. I'm not going to get into that, but feel better, buddy. Hopefully, we'll have you back soon. But other than that, man, what is up, Shane?
Nothing, man. Honestly, getting ready to leave for Vegas tomorrow for my son's basketball tournament through the week. I think we play all the way Thursday through Sunday, and then there'll be a breather after that. No more basketball tournaments for a while. And other than that, just focusing on my health and hopefully be able to fish in 2 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. You're making some strides there, buddy.
Yeah, down 30 pounds. Feel great. So, I'm done tired of being fat, slow, and not mentally happy. So, made that change.
Heck yeah. Congrats, man. It's good.
So,
it's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, follow along if you guys right there at Jonesy for Bass. He's kind of giving a little snippets there on how he's doing, what he's doing, and
yeah, it's been amazing. Like of course, I got all my running friends, that have always supported me, no matter. It's not like I'm still the Shane. I'm still the running Shane. I'm just haven't focused on it. Yeah, I just haven't ran anything for 6 years, but it's been quite amazing the amount of fishing friends who I've gained over the last 6 years, messaging me and wondering what I'm doing and, being inspired from it. So that's all that matters. Of course, Joe Roscoe with Bass Union, Marvin, another buddy of mine, Troy, Merrill, they're all on their own journeys. And it just took me a while to kind of wake up out of the depression to make a change. So,
heck yeah.
Just glad I have.
Heck yeah. What's up, Bailey? He says he's proud of you.
Hey, thanks. They're buddy Johnny. Boy Bailey. Yeah, no, appreciate it, man.
Oh, there he is. Good morning, Johnny. Thanks for joining. Bud.
Good morning, John.
So yeah, there he is, all in high spirits. I talked to him a little bit today. He's doing good. So
yeah.
Yeah, man. So let's. I got Anthony Garcia coming on. He'll be here about 6:30. So dive into the world of Mr. Garcia, see what he's got coming up. But in the meantime, you guys got any questions you want answered or anything to say? We kind of just keep it open for him for now. But iCast is going on. Bonafide just dropped a new boat. It's pretty bad.
I think Wilderness did too.
Yeah, Wilderness dropped. I didn't see. I searched for that one a little bit this morning, but I found more on that Bonafide. What do you want to call it? XTR, TXR, whatever it is, 130.
XTR 130. And dude, when you sent me that link this morning, I checked it out. I watched the video, dude. I'm pretty hyped about that one. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the kayak community is shifting gears. I mean, with the amount of equipment and gear that we hold onto our kayaks. I mean, come on, dude, 730 pounds.
Yeah.
That's your total weight capacity on that kayak. Or whatever you want to call it, kayak / skiff. I mean,
even if it's I don't know if it's 730 if that counted the kayak weight. It didn't specify.
No, it's total capacity. That's your weight plus whatever. And if you saw, Chad Hoover and the Fluke Master, he just posted a post earlier with him and the Fluke Master, and Chad Hoover was standing on the front bow.
That's wild. Yeah, it's 170-pound fully rigged kayak. I'm guessing it's got to be without the motors and batteries, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
I'm pretty sure it's
But man,
155 without anything on it, from what I heard.
yeah, that's a trailer. That's a trailer
It's a
queen there
trailer only for sure.
Yeah.
But from what I could gather, I mean, they integrated a front loop system to be able to hold onto your trailer. The transducer, from what I saw, gets mounted on the very back of the kayak for your
2D and side scan.
2D and side scan. It's, from what I understand too, I'm not sure if the foot pedals, the roller bearing.
I think that was
it's an accessory.
It's an accessory, yeah. Because the one that I saw, if you look at the photos, it has just a standard not foot steering, but the footrest on it. I think that one that they rigged out had aftermarket ones. I wonder how much Ramil had to do with that kayak. 'Cause that looked like some of that stuff definitely looked like it had his stamp all over it.
Oh yeah, the distribution system that was definitely all Ramil right there.
The foot steering, I think that had to have Ramel's stamp all over it for sure.
Yeah,
but even the lights that he had are the same ones he recommended for me for my nav lights. I've seen those on the interior. I'm like, that's Ramel for sure.
Yeah. But it's good to see. I mean, I think it's great to see that we're kind of evolving a little bit more. As we load up these kayaks with the amount of equipment that we have, and I'll be honest with you, flat out honest. I was really getting nervous in my kayak because of my size and with the amount of equipment that I had and, have in there. It really, that was one of the reasons why I felt like I needed to make this change, because if I continue to get bigger, I mean, it's not like I wasn't sure if these kayaks would be able to hold my weight. I mean, it's not a main reason why, but it was on my mind, and then on top of that, I mean, sitting there in rain gear with sweaters on and everything, dude, I look like a big old puffed marshmallow, man.
I feel it. It, man. It's for sure. Yeah, no, I know Hobie is dropping something this year. I don't know what. I did hear from somebody. I'm not sure what they're dropping, but man, it's gonna be nice if that's the problem is I don't know, is Hobie gonna fix the 360 drive first and stop all the leaks in it, or are they gonna come out with a new platform to compete with Bonafide and Native and I can't think of the parent company.
New Canoe.
No, not New Canoe. It's it'll come to me, but whatever.
Oh, the Sportsman, the Autopilot.
No. The parent company of Native and Old Town, or Native and Bonafide. I just can't think of the name. But anyway, yeah, it's cool. I'd be kind of curious to see what New Canoe's going to drop next. To compete with the Bonafide. Because they set the bar high for sure, man. That's gonna be a rad little boat.
Yeah.
12'8", 12'7", like 40.5 inches wide. Man, I think it's gonna be. It's the barge going down there. Kind of curious to see what the top speed on that thing would be. Equals to the XR is Hobie's fixed. Yeah, that's for now.
Yeah. And the other thing too is that XTR 130. I think the suggested retail right now is like $27.99, and I mean, I understand Hobie's bringing along. They definitely bring along a little bit more to the plate when it came to the design of the 360, but that's half the price of what a Hobie runs. So I would really like to see, Hobie come out with something that's, within most people's budget price range, that would be able to compete with something like that. Not just be like, the Cadillac of it all, I guess. But, with the problems that they've been having over the last couple of years with these cracked holes and drive leaks and things like that. I just really would like to see something come super solid at a decent price with Hobie.
Yeah, and if they were to do that, it'd have to be obviously a non-pedal drive. But I know they just released. Was it last year they came back out with it? Brian would know. Uh, it's a non-pedal drive Hobie that they made for a while, and then they stopped making it. And they started making them again. It's a smaller platform, a much smaller platform.
I can't do smaller platforms.
No, God no, God no.
Yeah, no. And let's talk about this. I mean, is the pedal drive kind of on its way out?
I think so. I mean, I like going out without mine in because it opens the deck, but there's times where it's nice just to be able to use it. You know what I mean?
No, I totally.
If it's just a small little adjustment, as long as you're not trying to turn that thing, because you know how Hobies are, they don't turn for crap unless you're moving. But if it's a small, like you don't want to reach over and hit your motor while you're trying to make it, finish your cast. You just need to do something with the pedals. It's definitely nice having them, and then being able to use them. I mean, we get an extra quarter mile an hour out of it for speed when you're cruising down the lake. That's all nice and dandy, but
I see
all the weight we have on them. There's no way you're gonna pedal these things at any kind of efficiency with dual motors and 3 batteries, 2 graphs, whatever the case may be. My 360 I had before I had a motor. Man, I would guys would laugh at me because I'd be just on the pedals, just moving.
Yeah, you would go all over the place.
Man, I would go. They're like, man, you don't have a motor? I'm like, no. They're doing like 4.5, whatever their bow mounts, and I'm like, see y'all later. But that 30-minute stretch, and I get there and I'm done.
Well, I mean,
with me,
first off, I think the dual motor situation, that has to take off on a national level if that's going to, take place, because a lot of people are going to end up, wanting to still go with these pedal drives. And me with the Titan, I would say out of a day, I might use it 10%, maybe 15%. I don't use my pedal drive very much at all, just because for my Titan to make a turn, I have to literally, I have to go way out to just get it to turn around, where I just hit my XI3 to make a right-hand turn or adjust, So, I mean, it sucks because you do take your hand off the reel or something like that. And I think on a few occasions I've lost a bite because of it, but it is what it is. But
that's the joy of the foot steering. As long as you're on the motor, you just crank that thing, off you go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the pedal, even though I don't have to when I'm moving. If I'm moving spots, it's something to do. Or just sit there and count the birds in the skies, or look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It keeps your mind going. You're doing your deal, and like Abel made a great point. He said, depends upon the water you fish. It's no Hobie drive in grassy waters like the Delta is rough. Like a Titan, or even with the motors, man. Like I can't tell you. I went up the Delta not last weekend, but the weekend before, and there's a couple times where you're in the grass. You're like, oh. I usually pull the bow mount up and hammer down the rear motor to get going, then kill it and try to get through the grass, to get some of that stick stuff. And the flutter kicking with the 180 drive or 360 drive is the only way to get through it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, out here in California, I mean, practically that's the only body of water other than maybe Clear Lake if you're fishing, some backwaters. Yeah. But most of these highland reservoirs, they don't really get that weedy, but the Delta for sure. I mean, you're always going to – I just would like to see something that would come out where If you are using a pedal drive, great. If not, you could seal it completely off in some fashion, because my native,
Yeah.
I mean, even if I take the drive out and I'm using the motor, I get so much water inside the top gunnel area because it just comes through. I mean, there's no way to seal it completely off. The water still makes its way into the top deck.
Yeah.
So I have to put my pedal drive in and down because it diverts the water so it doesn't,
Yeah, it doesn't flood your inside area. Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't help with my size, but still.
Well, John made this comment. Congrats to Robert. Robert was going to join us today. He couldn't come on till later. We had Anthony scheduled for later, so Robert will join us next week.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that massive DD and how he caught it and the fun, exciting way that man caught that fish.
Drop shot.
No, I'm not going to give out any secrets. He told me how he caught it. You guys won't believe how he got it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh God, so, banjo minnow, freaking A! Here we go again. It's the banjo.
The banjo minnow made it back. Yep. So yeah, he'll be on next week. We'll catch up with him and see how he pulled that W off and when that fish came in the day and how that unfolded. It's a pretty cool story. So, but yeah, guys, Delta's coming up. I went out a couple weekends ago. I caught 20 fish or so, but my best 5 only went like 78.5 inches. The big fish were not there. Ton of fun. I had a blast. Caught my first couple frogfish of the year finally. I caught them quite a few different ways. So the bite was very, very. At the tide I had in the morning, it was very easy to go down and pick your casts and know where you're going to catch them. And then as the tide pulled out, I got a big tide swing that weekend. I think it was like almost 4 feet, just over 4 feet. It went from like down to negative point something tide. But they were definitely, you find them, you find a stretch of them, they're going to be there. The tide you guys are going to have this Saturday will be pretty similar. It's actually a really good looking tide. I was going to fish it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to with work, or I might be running up to Clear Lake. I don't know. So,
yeah, it's 40 guys signed up right now for that. I mean, obviously, everyone's known to sign up last minute. Obviously I'm not going to be able to make it. I'll be heading to Las Vegas tomorrow, unfortunately. But
what's up, Drew?
Yeah, I'd like to see that event does fill out more.
It's a good tide. It's going to be an awesome tide. The bite in the morning 2 weeks ago was phenomenal. I mean, I didn't even make it too far from the ramp I was at. I just started catching them, and from what I had the other weekend, it was a really good tide. Fish were chewing. Granted, it was 100 and a million degrees out that day, but it's going to be hot again this weekend. Fish are going to be in the grass. Find good, clean grass. Go back and listen to the excuse me. Go back and listen to the show we have with Ken Ma talking about current clean grass. A lot of fun stuff.
So what's your prediction? Is it going to be one off a frog, a Cinco, a chatterbait, punching? What's your prediction?
What's Pua throwing? Pua's throwing a chatterbait and a punch. So there you go. I'm guessing that's what Pua's throwing. That's what he always throws. I think it probably somebody's going to crack like a 90. The fish that Pua's been catching show up. He's able to get 5 of those. He's going to have a high 90s bag. I think it'll be like 90. Let's call it 92. Play conservative.
I think that's pretty.
I know I did not have anywhere near a 92-inch bag, but the area I went, I've always caught small fish out of. I just kind of wanted to keep on trying to drive far away from the house. I have so many launches on the Delta that are under 40 minutes from me. And it's stupid for me not to try to pick those apart and find the fish where they're at there. So I made the call not to drive the hour and a half to where I wanted to go and drive under 40 minutes away.
Well,
You know.
like it is, it's what we talked about last time. Just find an area and pick it down.
Yep. It was a blast. I had a ton of fun. But yeah, someone's gonna crack them. They always do. It's a Delta. You find that right stretch on the right time. Who knows? What do you guys predict over there in the comments? What do you think is to take to win the Delta this weekend? Let's see. I think yeah. But we had a really busy June for tournaments. I mean, it was busy. It was a busy June. I forgot what it was. There's like 3 or 4 tournaments in June. Just had a couple TOCs last weekend. So yeah, guys are probably traveling. They're doing stuff. Those that are already qualified for the West Coast Championship will probably be making the runs up to Clear Lake to start pre-fishing. I can imagine. Abel's got low 90s. Drew, you better get back there, buddy. Crack a big bag, get qualified. Ariel's 91.5.
Ariel 91.5. Yeah, I think someone's going to crack anywhere from 90 to 93 inches.
Yeah, I think 92, somewhere around there. That 90 to, yeah, for sure. Can't remember.
Unless you're Robert Yamamoto and catch a double digit in the mix.
On the Banjo Minnow.
On the Banjo Minnow.
Man, I heard you was throwing like a 12-inch glide out there too.
Oh boy.
On a spinning rod. Heck yeah.
Zach got probably had roller guides on it too, right? Stiff enough to fish out in the bay.
Yep. Yeah, Drew's gonna catch 90, get qualified. We're gonna get back up to Clear Lake. Or maybe we don't. I don't know yet. He seems like a nice guy. I don't want to tell him he can't qualify. Clear Lake, though, by tuna rod. There you go. I got a report. Clear Lake last weekend was pretty dang good. The fish were chewing. 28-pound bag on Saturday, and then a 22-pound bag on Sunday from a certain individual. Joseph Tax cracked 2 6s on a one bait up there last weekend. I bet you he thought he had that DD he's been searching for sure.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Oh man, I don't know. It's like, you can't have that be a letdown, but at the same token, is it really a letdown when you lay into that and you think you have a double digit and then you come back and it's just 2 6s?
I mean, anyone can go out and catch 2 on a topwater spook, in a feeding frenzy, right? But to go out and catch 2 6-pounders, yeah, that's pretty unheard of. I don't think anyone would be disappointed in that.
But it's like, but really though, if you thought you had your first DD on, like let's be real, I haven't caught anything close to a DD. If I lock that rod up and I'm like, oh, here she is, right, and it's 2 6-pounders, I'm gonna be like extremely stoked and like dumbfounded.
No, I get it.
In the back of my mind, it'd be like, oh, I wish it was that DD.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, but. Either way, it's still I mean, small percentage on either catch, right? Like small percentage. So
yeah, I mean, hands down, that's got to be a day for the books, right? Like
yeah,
especially if you had a GoPro going, I'd be watching that footage all the time. That's just dumb. It's stupid that happened. That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, wonder if they're punching in that 6-inch thick.
Algae
mats. Freaking A, man. I was so done up there a couple weeks back when we were up there, man. That algae getting in my guides and plugging them up. I was like, forget it. I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this.
I haven't cleaned anything yet. I dunked them in the water of the Delta, called it good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going back up. I'm not going to go. I'm sorry. I've been stupid busy at work, and it's just like, man, I'm gonna go back up there, slide them all up here in the middle of June or August. So when I get back, I'll get them all cleaned up.
I posted those 2 Shimano Metaniums, man, because I would get rid of them, and I didn't get any hits on that. I think I'll just have to throw it on Marketplace, but yeah, I don't know. Probably sell them a little bit cheaper. We'll see.
There you go, guys. If you're in for a new Shimano baitcaster, hit up Shane.
Yeah, I mean they got a little bit of rash on them. It ain't major, but they all work really amazing. I'm just going a different direction. So
yeah, hopefully my new rod will be here soon. Hopefully one that won't break on boat flipping a 2-pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my joy on the Delta. Boat flipping a 2-pounder, broke a rod.
I saw that.
That was an expensive. Oops.
Well, I'm gonna have quite a bit of Dobbins rods up for sale here soon too. So I'll get those out maybe when I get back from Vegas. But yeah, I'm making a little bit of a change. Not for any particular reason, just going a different route.
Rod wise, I'm with you. I'm gonna try it out. I got one coming. And I already own some of their rods. They're great. I just wanted that next tier, see how they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I should sell a bunch of rods that I have sitting around the shop, but it's like in the same token, I'm like, well, those ones I can give the kids. That way they don't drop one of mine in the lake again like my daughter did.
I hear you.
Thank God it wasn't an expensive combo because that would have sucked. I would have cried.
I
may have been swimming and party if it was a little bit more of an expensive combo for sure.
I lost a Dobbins rod and a Shimano Vanford. My son, they didn't tie down. He was in a tournament. I was not around. He went with a friend of ours and his son. And anyways, they forgot to strap the rods down when they took off, and my Vanford and a Dobbins rod went into Orville. So,
oh no!
If you catch something like that out there one day, hit me up.
Raymond's looking for a 736.
I don't have a 736. I think I have a 734. I think it's more of a jerkbait rod. So, but I'll look. I'll see, Raymond. If I do, I'll let you know.
How big was that fish, Drew? Your boat flipping. That rod is bent over like crazy. Definitely would have broke the rod that I had. It would have broke on a 2-pounder, that's for sure. Oh man, yeah, it's funny. The rod I broke, man. I'm not gonna name the name of it because I still like them. Super phenomenal rods, great sensitivity, great action on them. But man, that's 2 rods now I broke in the last 2 months: a spinning rod and a bait caster. And one was a 7.2 to start off with, and one was a 7.4. And both of the broken rods are right about the same spot on both rods.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it, but it is what it is. I mean,
it happens, but for it to happen twice like that in the same area is pretty. That's not usual. I've gone and bought a 741 HP and took it out the first time and reel setted a hook set, and it broke like immediately. And I probably hadn't used it more than maybe 30 minutes out of the day. I mean, it happens. Sometimes the nick gets into the blank, and it's just the nature of the beast. But for it to happen 2 different rods, 2 separate times, that's not usual.
Yeah, I mean, I've broken rods before on my own stupidity. A St. Croix victory I've had to replace a few times. A little back cast of the bait, and there goes the old tip of the rod. Done that a couple times. I'm sure we all have.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
I was throwing a 10XD at a party, and I'm like, what was that? I was like, oh, that's a rod tip flying. I was like, oh. which one was it? It's like you turn around and go, I hope it's not that one. You're like, okay, that one. Oh man, it's that one.
Someday when we have time, I'll have to tell a story of my son dropping a rod and reel into Maloney's, and the water level was dropping. And I had gone back out. I marked it, and I had gone back out and tried to drag and get it. And probably a month and a half went by. I went out with a buddy, and we had already passed the area. I checked it out. We head back in. I'm like, you know what? We're going to fish this area for a little bit. And it wasn't even on my mind. I threw out, and all of a sudden my rod loads up, and I set the hook, and I reel in. It's my son's rod and reel. And
Nice.
I hadn't even thought about it the second time I went back. I thought it was a long gone dunner. So it can't happen.
Speaking of that, I do. The party's back open. I should get out there one day and see if I can. It's junk now, I'm sure, but
Oh, you'd be surprised.
it's been there since May.
What kind of rod was that one?
End of May. It was a St. Croix Triumph series rod. It was like a Daiwa. It was like a $70 Daiwa reel on it.
How deep?
But about 14 feet.
Someone's probably already caught it by now, to be honest with you.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, it closed pretty quick after I dropped it. Well, that was that day you and I went right before it closed. I was going to go hit that spot and try to find it on the way back in. And we fished for so long, and I had to be home at a certain time. I was like, oh, crap, I got to go. I blew right by it. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Well, the good news is party's now open until November. At least that's what they've said. And we're now back to the 5 o'clock open time. So,
okay, cool.
You know, that was actually great news, because I tend to like fishing that lake, obviously, for a lot of reasons in the summertime.
I don't catch big limits in the summertime there, but I do enjoy it. I really enjoy it that March. Right when I first opened, late middle February to early March, I absolutely love that place.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anthony should be joining us. He texted me he'd be here any minute now, so we'll get on with that. But yeah, guys, Clear Lake. So what do we got? We've got the Delta this weekend. We have Clear Lake in the middle of June. And then we've got Delta again for BAM beginning September. We have the BAM no entry fee TOC at the end of September at Berryessa, which I haven't fished Berry in a long time. That'd be fun.
That sounds fun, Raymond.
Yeah, for sure. We'll organize. I'll say we'll organize something. I will throw out a lake and a date where Shane and myself will be. And if you all want to join us, come out and join us.
Yeah. It'd be super fun.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, other than the food allergy tournament, I'm pretty open. So.
Yeah, I won't be able to do that until October with everything going on. So, yeah, that'd be good. Maybe a fall thing after TLCs are all wrapped up. And we'll go out.
Yeah, fall bite's going to be way better than it is right now, unless it's Clear Lake.
Yeah. Clear Lake might be a fun fall bite.
Could be.
Could be really fun. Could be really fun right now, too. Catch 2 6-pounders on one cast.
Yeah, why not?
You never know. Yeah, we'll do something. Maybe we'll figure it out. You guys throw some lakes out there you might want to see. Kind of get a group consensus of where we can do this at. Oh yeah, guys! Don't forget Hook 44 for your 10% discount. Boom, there you go. Brian's shop of Reading, Headwaters Reading, Headwaters in Rancho. The Rancho store is getting a good supply of stuff in. We've got a good supply of life jackets, paddles, accessories down there. I was just in there 2 weeks ago. We got a decent selection of boats down there. They're constantly bringing stuff in. If the why won't that go? What's going on here? If Brian's got a boat that you want that's not down here in Rancho, but it's up there and ready, he will bring one down for you.
That's super nice.
Yeah, they'll get it down one way or another. I don't know why that won't turn off now. Whatever. Ticker's going on, I guess. Sorry about that. We can't shut it off. Can't do anything with it. What's going on here?
Now I got live with Headwaters Adventure Company.
Oh, is it going? It's
Yeah.
changing. Okay, hold on. What's going on here? It shut off now?
Hey, what's going on, Gilbert?
Gilbert Garcia.
Mr. Stick himself.
Mr. Drop Shot Margarita Mutilator.
Yeah.
We're going to see you and your margaritas up at Clear Lake there, buddy. Again? I hope so. I'm sure I'll end up running into him, too, at the ramp. Swear to God, that guy follows me. He's got a GPS tracker on me, and he always kicks my ass.
Man, Anthony knows how to throw some suspense, doesn't he?
I know, right? Like, hey, guys, come on the show.
Everyone on here
Everybody's
waiting.
all here, like, where's he at? Oh, he had to pull a 24-hour shift, so he's getting off the end of one of those, still coming on to BS with us.
Yeah.
No, not the Delta. Are you on the Delta this weekend, Gilbert?
Yeah, I think he probably will be.
Well, snap. I wish I'd be fishing it now, but I might be at Clear Lake instead. Heck yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, man, let's let him get his hands off his camera. Uh-oh, he's smiling. That's the perfect time to bring him in. Where the hell is my mouse? There he is. Bam! There he is.
Oh, look at those bags under those eyes, man.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Accentuated by the pearly whites.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Just freaking got off work and hauled Bud home.
Nice. Well, we've been trying to put this one together for a while. If y'all don't know, it just seems like this weekend was this, that weekend was that. But here he is, Anthony. He's got some exciting, fun news coming up. So 2025 is going to be a little different for you, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, basically, we're still going to do a little bit of kayak stuff because I did qualify for Team USA. So we're going to South Africa next year. But the majority of the year is going to be taken up with the Bassmaster Open, the EQ series, which is going to be insane. I'm super stoked that I'm going to be able to do that. But yeah, that's the plan for next year.
That's a hell of an opportunity, man.
Yeah.
You gonna pull an Ike and Ellie and have the kayak on the top of the truck or what?
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Go fish some of the opens back east while you're there.
Yeah, maybe hit all the month-longs in the states that I'm in or something.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be epic?
The EQs. Why are you practicing your kayaks? I'm getting money now.
Yeah.
I mean, go and win one of those open events and you pre-fished it in a kayak. That'd be epic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think it would be a little underpowered, though, when the rest of the dudes practicing are going like 70 miles an hour and I'm going 3.
Yeah.
Hey. You seem to catch them however far you can make it in a kayak anyway. So my money would be on you.
Yeah.
So how are you preparing for something like this, man?
I mean, I think just the whole kayaking deal is a giant or adds a level of preparedness to it, but just in itself. I mean, if you could catch them on a kayak, I think you could catch them basically doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, being able to go only 3 miles an hour and then now having that boat, which you could fly across the lake or, I mean, basically hit spots that would be unachievable or unattainable in a kayak now is just insane. I mean, I've been fishing out of the boat now for probably like a year, and it's insane. Like something like a run that I would do in a kayak, I would be stuck there all day. As
Sure.
opposed to in a boat, I mean, I hit that spot, and then literally like 30 seconds later, I could fly like across the lake and go hit another spot. Whereas in a kayak, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? I mean, you've had a lot of experience traveling back east and everything in the kayak fishing. So you've got, and you've done well. You've done extremely well going back there fishing.
Yeah.
What? So is that kind of what prompted you to do it? Or is this something you've always wanted to do? You got the boat last year and you said, "Let's do it head first," or what?
Yeah, I mean, being able to, I mean, I've been blessed to be able to fish all these lakes across the country. I mean, I've gone literally from one coast to the other, all the way to Florida, and I mean, I think I've done pretty well. And I think a lot of that comes from living in California. I mean, we have one of the most pressured fisheries, or some of the most pressured fisheries in the world, I would say. Um, and I think anybody that could do it out here could do it anywhere. Um,
And the diversity we have too. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, we have the Delta, which is a super shallow water fishery, and then you have all those like mother lode lakes, which is 25-foot visibility, super clear water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's not a lot of that once you start hitting across the country, but still, I mean, if you could catch them there, I think you could catch them just about anywhere. But yeah, and I mean, right now I have the opportunity to do it with the support of friends and family, which is kind of basically kickstarting this whole Bassmaster EQ project for me. Um, and then, yeah, we're just going to see how it plays out. I mean, I think I've always wanted to do it. I mean, it's just like I'm assuming everybody's dream. That's the end state right there is the Bassmasters,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, I grew up watching it on the TV when I was little, and hopefully, with if everything comes to fruition, we could make it happen.
Yeah. So what are you giving yourself? 2 seasons, 3 seasons, one? You got a time frame on it? Are you kind of let's see how
I
it goes
mean,
first year?
honestly, I don't want to sound like super cocky, but I mean, no matter what you do, I always say that like you need to give it your 100%. You need to
Yeah.
like your mentality going into anything is you want to win, right? That's what
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
everybody's goal. So, I mean, I always said as long as I could get there, I think I could make it. Now, if I do it in a year, that'd be great. That's the plan, is to do it next year in 2025,
Yeah.
qualify for the elites. Um, Working on the math and whatever, I think as long as I place in the top 40 to top 35, it should be able to happen. I would just need to have an amazing finish basically at each event, and I think I
Mm-hmm.
could do it. Um, just based on, I mean, I'm solely basing it off of what the confident level that I have in myself, and I mean anybody that I talk to, kind of like boost the ego too. But um, for myself, I'm giving. I mean, I don't know what the end state is, how many seasons I'm gonna give it,
Yeah.
but right now is 2025. We're gonna qualify for the elites.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's where you
Dude,
got to
freaking
go, right? Like, I mean, granted, there is always unforeseen things, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I was coming home from Trinity and blew on both hubs of my trailer, barely made it home. You know what I mean? Like, there's always. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you, but there's always the weird scenarios,
The
right?
what if
Like
factor.
the what ifs, right? Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Are you prepared for the long haul? Are you gonna? I mean, obviously you want to hunker down, knock it out, be done and over with it, and move on
Oh
to
no,
the
I mean,
next level for
if
real.
we say, I mean, God forbid we do not qualify for the elites, and I mean, I'm
Yeah,
saying we're gonna qualify. I'm
yeah,
telling you
hell
right now,
yeah,
we're gonna qualify. But if we
yeah.
don't, and everything falls together, I still place really well. I obtain some more sponsors, and I'm able to do it another year, and another year after that. We're gonna keep going until we qualify.
Go. Yeah, there you go. Nice. So you're in it.
that's
You're gonna grind it out. You're
that's
gonna
a
do it.
solid mental game right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna bring back the old G Team Outdoors YouTube pretty good along the way, or
Oh
what?
yeah, no, I mean that's gonna be. I mean, uh,
You have to anymore.
it's for sure. I mean, the social media is gonna ramp up like crazy. I mean, that's basically gonna be my life. I'm gonna be living on the road, hitting these opens, sleeping in my car, sleeping at ramps,
Yeah.
sleeping at campgrounds. I mean, just to make it happen. It's gonna be a struggle, but I mean, I'm gonna have. I think they give like 4.5 day of practice, like actual official practice, and then if I'm able to get out there for the pre-practice, I'm gonna do that too. But I mean, at least I'm gonna try to produce at least like 3 days of practice videos, and then
Okay.
obviously the whatever
days.
tournament footage I could get.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, no,
Now-
I mean, I'm gonna be posting like crazy so people could follow along and make it seem like they're there with me. I mean,
Are you going to do like I would like to see, like, you know, before the tournament, right? You show up to wherever you're at, Airbnb, campground, whatever you're doing. You know, break down what you're thinking, how you're going to go about this body of water, what you're looking for before getting on the water. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see what's kicking in your head, because you are part fish. We had that conversation earlier today. You know,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
something,
no, for
something
sure.
that ticks in you that's different.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna try to make it as informational and entertaining as possible. I know some people will enjoy the whole mapping and Google Earthing a lake before a tournament, and some people won't. But I was already thinking about that before you said that's actually fun.
Funny.
But yeah, I was already thinking of like, because I know people would probably enjoy seeing like other people's mindset on how they're gonna attack a lake, especially I mean coming from California, going to a lake thousands of miles away, you know.
Sure.
It's really cool. Like, I know Milliken does it a lot. Like, he'll break down how he's doing it. It's cool to see. Like, for me too, because I'm still pretty new into it, you know, getting into it. But it's cool to see how they break it down, what they're looking for, what you could take from this individual and make it. You know what I mean? Like, you get another tool in your tool bag, and you're able to put something else together. You know,
Yeah.
so one little sneaky thing that you might have mentioned that you caught on and be like, oh, never thought about that. That's pretty good idea. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of the whole YouTube channel, anyways. It was supposed to be to help other anglers either get into fishing or make them better or make yourself better. I mean, just like, I don't know, I use the reference of like football tape. I mean, when you're watching football tape, you're looking for what you did wrong, what you did good, and what you could do better on. And that's the same thing with fishing. I mean, if you running that GoPro all day, you could see where you gave that fish slack, where you messed up on that hook set, where you didn't set the hook hard enough. I mean, I've rewatched that South Carolina tape that I put together so many times when I was losing those fish. And I mean, it's just crazy how much you could critique yourself just on footage.
Oh,
Sure.
Dude, I do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So logistically, how are you making this work? So are you going to leave your boat out there and fly, or you driving back and forth all the time?
The most, I don't know how you would say this. The best way I could think about doing it is probably that. I don't think logistically it'd be possible to drive back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9 tournaments throughout the whole year, and they're far. So I mean, I'm thinking that I'm gonna stage the boat somewhere centralized in the United States, and just fly out there. Probably leave the truck and the boat in some sort of storage out there, and just fly every time I would need to be out there. Hopefully, I could hit like the regions around the same time, and I'd probably stay out there for a few months. But yeah, it's gonna probably be a flying deal.
Gotcha.
Dude, I mean, the stuff you can do, if let's say, you know, you've got, say they hit it, you know what I mean? They hit like this area, this like your Florida tournament might be here and here, right? If you got 2 down there. But the time you have to kill in between that, like the amount of stuff you can do on the non-tournament bodies of water, and I mean, dude, the content you create down there, just anywhere you go, is going to be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a giant year for content. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work. It's not going to be easy to do, but I mean, I think it'll be worth it I mean, at the end of the year, looking back at it, having all that footage created, all those YouTube videos made, of that experience. I mean, because I mean, I would say it's a dream come true for me to be able to do this. I mean, it's going to be insane. I mean, it still hasn't even really hit me that it's going to happen.
Oh, no, we lost him.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
It still hasn't really hit me that I'm doing it. I'm sure once I'm driving to the first practice, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm just super grateful and stoked that I'm going to be able to get this done. And hopefully we can make everybody on the West Coast and my family proud, because it's definitely a dream come true for me.
Oh, yeah. So Ariel beat me to it. He said, "Do you know the schedule already?" And
No.
if so, no, they haven't announced it yet, right?
No, it comes out late October, I think.
That's right.
I wish it was.
Yeah. What he was saying, if not, what fish are you most excited for? I was gonna ask, what are you looking more forward to, like a spawn tournament smashing them in Florida, or are you looking more forward to giant smallies up north?
I
Or
think
I mean,
definitely the giant smallies.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like this last Open that they were at, I wish I was there. I mean, that looked like such a fun tournament. Just being able to crack 26 pounds of smallies, that's insane.
yeah.
So, I
That's
mean,
I figured.
a spawn tournament is gonna be cool, but during a tournament, I mean, spawn fishing isn't a good
Isn't
deal.
no,
So,
but
I
I
mean,
mean, you got or like say a pre-spawn fork or somewhere in Texas, right, where you're gonna catch, possibly catch some giants down there.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I'm stoked just for the entire year. I mean, I'll be happy with whatever lakes they put on there, whatever river systems they put on there. I feel
Yeah,
like I've fished just about, I mean, from river systems like Gunnersville to enormous lakes like Toledo Bend. I feel like I've not hit all of them, but I've hit a good amount of them already. Um, and have a little bit of experience with kind of any fishery that we're going to hit besides the smallie fisheries. I
Mhm.
haven't been up there on the
north.
north side.
Yeah.
So
Are
that's,
you are you concerned about running some of these lakes in the boat for the first time? Now you're gonna be doing 70 like a Toledo Bend. Like if you get out of that channel, there goes the lower unit, and
no, I mean,
you know,
that's always
yeah,
in the back of my mind, but I mean, it's going to have to happen. I mean, uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Are
I mean,
you running the same boat? You get a new boat?
uh,
What's the plan?
we're, I'm probably going to end up be running a brand new boat. I can't say anything just yet.
Okay,
But,
okay.
we're looking at, yeah, having something new for 2025.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
should be
Nice.
cool. That hopefully we're making that announcement here shortly, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
Well,
see.
dude, when you're back there, hit me up. Let me know if you want time, dude. We'll have you hop on after every
Yeah,
tournament. Give us a recap or whatnot.
yeah, for sure.
Keep
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be trying to be as public as possible during the opens next year. I mean, as much as you can, because I know there's a bunch of rules where you can't like be on social media during tournaments and whatnot. But when I
Oh
like
can,
yeah. Can't
after the
take a
fact,
phone
right?
call. No
Like,
phone
yeah,
calls.
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, that's yeah, no, there's a lot of rules to the bass side of fishing. It's crazy.
But that's the cool thing too. Those after the events over and done with, you guys hop on shows all the time. So yeah, if you want to give us a recap after, it could be after a region, right? Like once
Hmm.
every, let's say you go fish up north and then you get done with the 2 or 3 they have up north. If you want to hop on, hit me up. Let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll,
No, definitely. That'd be
we'll,
sick.
that way everybody back here can
Keep tabs
keep
on you,
up with
man.
you. See how
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
doing.
Yeah,
Dude,
no, for sure.
it's gonna be so weird looking through that list on the open. It's like, oh, hey, I know that dude. Like I fish with them. Like, oh, there
Yeah,
he is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Towards the top,
it's
hopefully.
yeah, it's cool tracking like Christian Ostranders out there fishing it right now. It was
Uh-huh.
cool tracking some of the names that we know, but I mean, I don't know anybody on a personal level that's fishing it. So that's gonna be awesome to watch.
Yeah, no, hopefully we can make it happen. I mean, the confidence level is high. Now we just got to get to work and put the brain to work.
Yeah, hey, you have a bounce back on most days like you did in 10 kilo. You'd be all right.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. I mean,
Freaking
like I
epic.
said, I'm going to win, but I'm more going to place. I mean, in the top percent of the field just to qualify for the
Yeah.
elites. Um, if we don't win any next year, that's cool. I mean, I like I said, I would love to win them, but if I could place with the top 20 at each event, that'd be insane.
Yeah, that's a ticket punch right there. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Then
And
you
then,
have to choose like, do I fish the classic or do I fish the kayak championship? Right? Like.
yeah, yeah, I think that'd be a pretty easy choice.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
no
be a
kidding.
very difficult choice.
Yeah,
Sorry, Steve-O, you're
yeah.
out.
We
I'll
may
be
we
there,
may
but
need
I
them
won't
to
be fishing out of a
publicly flip
kayak.
a coin. We may
Yeah.
need to have them publicly flip a coin live on this podcast.
Yeah,
Heads,
Double-sided
he's doing the
coin.
kayak. Tails, he's doing the classic. We'll
yeah.
see where he lands.
It'll
It's
be a
both.
double tails coin.
Yeah. What kind of sponsorship have you gathered already for next year?
We're still running, right? Well, I mean, it's literally like a blank slate for next year because it's all boat stuff. I had
Mhm.
originally got sponsored for the kayak fishing stuff, so we're I'm looking for any sponsors that would be willing to support me for next year, basically.
Yeah.
Dakota Lithium and iRod, I'm sticking with for sure.
Nice.
And then for everything else, I got a sponsorship proposal packet that I'm sending out now, basically. I'm trying to secure some spots or some sponsors for next year. And there's like different tiers on there on what the sponsorship entails for these companies. So if there's literally anybody that is looking to sponsor an open angler from Los Angeles, California, let me know and I'll send you that packet. I mean, we're from basically any type of business we're trying to get some support from,
Yeah.
For
because
sure.
it's gonna be crazy. I mean, yeah, freaking. I mean, I'm going from a wildland firefighter to fishing bass tournaments full time, so it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. That long drive ain't gonna be nothing new to you though. You're used to that
Yeah.
already. Long hours and long drives.
He's going to
Yeah.
be eating cups of noodles every day and
Oh
tuna.
yeah, yeah, canned tuna.
Yep.
He's gonna
But
have the old spam on the grill.
that's right. Yeah, cooking in my car at truck stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing new though. I mean, that's how we do it now. Just gonna have a
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
giant bass boat that's right behind me instead of a little.
You'll be okay. Just catch a couple fish while you're out, and then you'll cook it.
Yeah,
You'll
there you
make
go.
it. You'll make
Oh,
it.
practice. He's gonna be coming back with crappie and all kinds of good
Catfish.
stuff. Yeah.
Catfish for sure.
Heck yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that's exciting, dude. I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I mean-
everyone's going to be super stoked for you, man.
Yeah, I
Can't
know.
that's a lifetime dream for most. So, and I know you're not. I know you're not going to take that for granted. Like that's epic, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, we're gonna. I mean, like I said, we're gonna. I'm super grateful for it, and we're gonna give it a 1,000,000,000%, as much percent you could put into anything. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make it happen for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how you break them down. Because I mean, shoot, it took you what? It took all days of practice to break down 10 killer. You know what I mean? In a kayak, be able to do it
in a kayak.
Yeah, in a kayak, and be able to hit all this. You make a run up there, and like, yeah, I get turned around, go back the other way, and find what you find.
Oh yeah,
really dial it.
Yeah, I mean, me and Damien were talking about that. Like, if we were in a bass boat, we would have killed it at 10 killer. I mean, it would.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It would have been insane.
It would hit every marina out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we would have found every school of shad on that place and literally hit. If one wasn't there, we would have looked for another one.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. I was thinking about that on Murray when I was at Murray. I mean, like, because I literally fished from the north, the midsection, and to all the way to the dam. And I was thinking, like, if I was in a bass boat right now, I would probably put up an insane bag on the fish that I found down there at Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. I mean, I'm super stoked. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this year flies by because I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man, the amount of pressure that those fishers are going to see, though. Like, if you think about it, it's 200 boats or so per event, 175 to 200 boats per event, and they've got 4.5 days of practice, and they're all fishing the same stuff, dude. It is talk about being able to fish pressured fisheries.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That 6-pound test from California is definitely going to be a player.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, hey, what do you got on there? Dental floss? No, it's 6-pound test. Oh, dental floss, right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if it gets the fish in the boat, I'll freaking do 4-pound test. I don't care.
Yeah, it's funny. And that's the funny thing about being back there in Oklahoma is the guys are like, oh man, I don't even think I own but one spinning rod. He's got all this like bro, you ain't catching them down this part of the lake with that stuff you got tied on there, you know?
Yeah.
It was wild. It's a different way.
Let's check in with Anthony Garcia. It's been 3 hours later. He's still fighting the fish on that 2-pound test line.
Yeah. Looking for a 6-pounder to call his bag.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So you got iRod and Dakota sticking with you.
Yeah.
And then everything else you're going for it, huh?
Yeah,
Looking forward
I'm
to
still
stuff.
talking to the same sponsors that I had during kayak fishing.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be now negotiating new stuff.
new terms. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because
Okay.
the price for kayak fishing is nowhere near what it takes to do bass to go boat fishing.
Yeah.
It's super expensive. So the support that I'm gonna need is way more than in the kayak scene.
That'd be kind of hard to be like, yeah, at Old Town, you know, support my boating venture.
Yeah,
Like, I'll throw the Old Town on top of the truck. You know what I mean? Like, we'll
yeah.
pull
I would do it.
Iconelli and
'Cause
do it. Yeah,
yeah,
for
I know.
sure.
We'll screw that thing on there. It'll travel with me across the whole country. I'm down.
Yeah.
If,
Anthony, I wish you all the best. I'm sorry I have to bow out. It's my mom's birthday tonight, so we're gonna head out. But dude, I wish you all the best, and we're all gonna be cheering you on, man, for sure.
thank you. Thank
So,
you. Happy
and if
birthday to your
any,
mom.
thank you. And if anything, James and I can help in the process somehow. Reach out to us, okay?
Man,
Yeah,
speak
no
for
doubt.
yourself, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, Shane.
All right.
Happy
Take
birthday,
care.
Mom, dude. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
Thanks. Take care.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be great. Like Shane said, yeah, dude, if you need anything, let me know. We'll help you out for sure.
Yeah,
The
no,
best we
no doubt.
can.
Great, big thanks to you guys. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, James. I mean, I can't wait. I wish it was next week.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
know.
I'm ready to go.
Are you gonna go out after you get done with work? Are you gonna head back that way for a while? Or are you gonna hang tight and hang out with the family, get as much time in with them as you can before you go?
Right after, so basically, right when I'm done with firefighting, I'm basically going straight to South Carolina for the Pan American Championship, for
Okay.
Team USA, and then right after that is the one bass, the U.S. Open, and then I
Oh
think
shit.
that, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's literally going from zero to super
Yeah.
busy, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I think after the U.S. Open, hopefully we do amazing there, and that helps out a ton with the 2025 season.
Yeah.
Um, but after that, I think I'm gonna get a little break, and then like right in December, I think that's when I'm gonna head towards the central U.S. and start practicing on the first body of water. Because by then I'll know the schedule.
The schedule have your pre-practice dates out and everything already. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm gonna take advantage of all the time that I could get on these bodies of water. I mean, hopefully, like I said, it's a place that I've been to before, and I could just expand on what I already know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the pre-practice, I'm gonna utilize as much as I can, well, as possible. I mean, because I think they're probably gonna line up pretty close to each other, so I might not be able to practice or pre-practice because I'm gonna be at another tournament.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully, the schedule is favored toward what I could do or how much time I could get at each body of water.
Yeah. What kind of electronics are you looking at on the boat? Or can you talk about that yet?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be running two. Well, I mean, it's all the plan is to be running two hummingbirds on my dash, one for side scan, one for mapping, and on the front we're gonna be running an MBT 22 and a 12-inch Garmin for live scope.
Okay.
So we're gonna have one of those monsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You gonna do a dual live scopes perspective?
I don't know yet. I was thinking about it, but I'm thinking maybe just get one of the perspective mounts so I could go back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna have
the
a whole lot.
Huh?
Have you messed with the perspective mode a whole lot?
Oh, I mean on the kayak, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't messed with it on the boat. But I mean, I've caught bedfish off of perspective. I mean, that thing's insane.
I need to figure it out a little bit more. I was playing with it on the Delta a little while back. I was like, oh, this is pretty sick.
Yeah, no, I mean, when there's grass, it's kind of hard. But like on Almanor, when we were up there for that tournament, I caught him on perspective mode.
Oh, really? Dude,
yeah.
I didn't even think about using it for that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's literally, you could see the heads and then the fish sitting on them.
Yeah, see, I was in the big boulders, though, so I'm not sure if it would have.
Yeah, because if you're in grass or boulders, you'll have blind spots. because
Yeah.
you can't see past on the other side of them.
Yeah.
But if you're on those big open flats, it's money.
Yeah. See, I didn't even think about that because I'm sure I passed up a bunch of fish then.
Yeah,
Just cruising, you know.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. I needed to call that one by 12 with some change
Yeah,
on day one. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Those
No, I
stupid.
mean perspective is insane. The whole live scope is insane, but I'm gonna utilize it
Yeah.
as much as I can. You know.
Oh, for sure. That's the hummingbird, dude. That's one thing I wish was easier to run two graphs in the kayak because
Hmm.
the side scan and the mapping on the hummingbird is awesome.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
hands
side scan
down, is money.
unbeatable on
Yeah,
hummingbirds.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind
that's
of
why because I mean I'm running a Lowrance on the Ranger, and looking from the Lowrance and the Hummingbird, I mean I could see the details in Hummingbird I mean they're both great, but I just like Hummingbird more.
no, yeah. You can't beat their side, and then yeah, the mapping's good on it.
Hmm.
But like I said, the Garmin fan optics is definitely where it's at.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And you guys got questions for old Mr. Garcia here? U.S. Open's in October, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's like mid-October. Yeah, so we'll be down there. I'll be down there for a week practicing. Hopefully get
Havasu?
Mojave,
Mojave, that's right.
Smalley's on
You got
live scope.
just them brown ones again.
Yeah,
Oh, Drew's gonna be down there.
nice.
It'll be fun.
Throwing the big glide baits.
Heck yeah. I wanted to fish the Wombass this year, and I was like, I was gonna do it. And I'm looking at the schedule. I was like, wait a minute, those are all right smack dab in the middle of the week. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a super fun experience. So I mean, they run that event so good. Were you gonna do the Clear Lake one?
I wanted to do the Shasta, Clear Lake, and then I might have gone down for one of the other ones. I thought about it, but I just, with the way my work is, pulling a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and then travel time, that was too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's I recommend doing that either the pro or the AAA. I mean, they
Yeah.
they run that event so good no matter where it is.
I was gonna go as an AM dude. I just wanted to go hop on a boat with somebody and learn. You know what I mean? Try to pick up a
Oh
few
yeah.
things here and there.
Yeah, for sure. You learn a lot. I mean, it's insane. Super
My
knowledgeable boaters.
my biggest fear is those getting in somebody that's not an experienced boater.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've already got a bad back,
Yeah.
and if somebody's speared a wave, dude, it's only one bad boat driver away from having another surgery. So
Yeah, no, I guess that wouldn't be cool.
yeah, that's always kind of like yeah.
Yeah.
But what my biggest fear about jumping in as an AM, something
Hmm.
like that. So
Yeah. Damn.
right on, man. Well, you'll be up hopefully for the West Coast Championship.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna try to be out there. I'm hoping to be out there one day before I get a little bit of practice in.
You're
And
coming up to the Delta with your dad this weekend.
I don't know. I want to. I really want to go up there. I know
Yeah.
he's prepping. He's tying up, getting ready to go up
Tying
there.
all those margarita mulators on.
Yeah, getting all his tech rigs and drop shots ready to go. But
That's
I don't know
funny.
if I can make that one. I mean, maybe. You never know. You guys might see me up there. But
Yeah, you just
that would be cool. I would literally just drive up, fish, and drive back and get back to work. So I don't know.
yeah,
It's been crazy. I mean,
that's a
everybody.
long weekend.
I'm sure everybody sees all these fires popping off everywhere. It's not a slow time right now.
What are you talking about? It's not dry or brown
Yeah,
everywhere.
not 110 degrees in the shade.
Yeah, you guys getting killed down there with the heat wave too, or what?
Oh yeah, it's been hot. Actually, today it was pretty nice. I mean, it was probably in the low 90s.
Yeah.
But last week it was insane. I mean, you could cook an egg on the concrete. It was nuts.
Yeah, I decided to go fish the Delta the 4th of July weekend that Saturday. It was
Mhm.
104 on my truck when I got in there, started going down the road. And then once I got into the Lodi area, about 15, 20 minutes down the road, it was 114.
Wow.
It was 10 degrees hotter at my house than it was in the Delta. I was like, whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Later?
that weekend, the weekend after the 4th of July, me and my little brother fished a team event at night. But when we picked up the boat, I think it was like 120 degrees. Yeah, it was freaking crazy.
You're not
Not
in the good
fun.
part. You're not in the good part of down south. Then you're in the
No.
too hot.
No, it's hot. It's hot over here.
Yeah, you need to get a little closer to the coast, then, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we went and fished a freaking a spotty tournament like when was it, Saturday night, and I was wearing a sweater and pants. I mean, it's just crazy. If you're on the coast, it's nice.
Yeah.
You get towards that desert, it sucks.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, can't wait for next year. And
Yeah.
if there's anybody out there that would like to support myself and the journey that we're gonna take next year, I'm all ears.
He's got a hell of a smile to give you.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, hit him up. G Team Outdoor. Why can't I think of it now? G
Team Outdoors.
Outdoors, yeah.
Yeah.
G Team 1 is your dad.
Yeah.
That's right. So you'll find them all over the place. YouTube, Instagram. Is there G Team? You do Facebook too or no?
It would just be Anthony Garcia.
Anthony Garcia on Facebook, right? We might need to start that G Team Outdoors Pro Facebook. Bass Open EQ qualifier Facebook page.
Yeah.
Then get your TikTok going. So never mind, I'll go into that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You guys got any questions for him? Let this dude go. He's been working for like 1 million hours straight, putting out fires and keeping everybody safe. So, right on, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on tonight. I know it's been a long time coming. We tried to kick this thing off a few months ago, but
yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Good it held off. We got everything dialed in a little bit better, and
yeah, for sure. For sure, got the green light. Now we're committed, and we're gonna send it.
Gonna cut that first check and cry.
Yeah, man. we make championship day on the first or any of those tournaments. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about emotional.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh man, right on, dude. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, no, we'll be talking soon.
Yeah, hit me up at Clear Lake. We'll go out to dinner one night or something up there.
Yeah, for sure.
I get together with some of the guys from down south that we hardly ever see, and maybe go get. We'll figure it out that weekend. But
oh yeah,
all right, guys, don't forget Headwaters Venture Company. Help Brian out. Check him out. Hook 44 on hookforlife.com. Go get yourself some high rods from Jay. There you go.
That's right.
And
they're the best rods.
That's right. I say go get you some Dakota lithiums, but bio and over. We can't say anything bad about either one. They're good batteries. But yeah, guys. So we'll have. I say we'll get with Robert next week. He had to postpone earlier this afternoon, so talk about his double digit he caught on Max's home lake. I can't think of it now.
Eastman.
Thank you. Yeah, at the TOC Championship, caught that on a heroic fashion, and that pretty much sealed his win for him. So
nice.
You won't believe how he caught it. I'll get that story next week. So. All right, guys. We'll catch you all next.